What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to Thursday night's late night news roundup, which will be the last one until Monday. I'm also not going to be live streaming, you've guessed it, until Monday. I'm taking the weekend off to get some R&R ahead of what will be a busy season. So tonight we're going to go through and take you through Liverpool's redevelopment of the Kirby training facility. We're going to tell you what's happening there. We'll speak about the futures of Ibrahima Konate, Mark Guehi, and a couple of other interesting bits and pieces, including a new bit of commercial business from Liverpool Football Club as a new brand family member comes on board. I'll take you through who that is and what it means for the club. As always though, I want to know your thoughts, so please do let me know in the comment section. Drop a like on this video if you enjoy it. And let me just say a huge thank you. As you can see in the corner, we have hit 350,000 subscribers. I never, ever thought our little family would grow this big. So I just want to take a second to say thank you to you all for helping us get here. Who knows what the future has in store, but whatever happens, to be here now with 350,000 family members means so much. So thank you for that. Right, I'm going to get straight into a story from The Athletic, which is about the redevelopment of the Kirby Training Centre, and it is another investment from the owners that deserves massive praise, it really does. So, Liverpool are set to embark on a £20 million redevelopment of the academy, the biggest transformation of the youth training base since it opened in 1998. Owners Fenway Sports Group view it as recognition of the huge contribution the academy has made to Liverpool's success in recent years. An indoor dome will be built on the current main pitch and connected to the existing academy building, which will undergo an extensive revamp on the site at Kirby, 9 miles northeast of the city centre. The dome will give Liverpool a full-size indoor pitch for the very first time. There will be an enhanced medical and sports science area as well. And the outdoor artificial surface will be replaced with a grass pitch, which will become the centrepiece, with a new stand for around 500 spectators also being built. A planning application is set to be submitted this month, and Liverpool hope that the project will be completed in 2028. Now, on top of that, Liverpool last year, when they won the Premier League title, had the most percentage of academy graduates out on the pitch of any club in the Premier League, with 18.8%, I believe it was. Manchester United second, Chelsea third. So the pathway is there, which is why you can see the likes of Rio Engamoa coming in and biding their time with Liverpool. So let's talk about Mark Guehi now. Football Insider said that Mark Guehi will be available for a fee of around £25 million in the January transfer window. They say the centre-back, who was on the verge of completing a £35 million move to Liverpool on deadline day, has less than a year remaining on his current contract, with it looking unlikely that he will sign a new contract. January will be the last chance for Crystal Palace to get a fee for the player, and a reduction of at least £10 million will be expected by any potential buying clubs. Now, we did hear from Lewis Steele, who said, as far as he's aware, Liverpool will revisit and still want to sign Mark Guehi, but of course it is football, so at this moment nothing is set in stone. If you joined us for tonight's late night agenda, you would have seen that the title of tonight's stream was about Rio Engamoa, as Defensa Central over in Spain have said that Real Madrid and Xabi Alonso have their eyes on Liverpool's starlet. But fear not, they're not going to get him. Liverpool are going to tie him down to his first professional contract, and I would imagine a second one and an improved one on top of that will probably come at the end of the campaign. Now, let's talk a little bit about the future of Ibrahima Konate, which is up in the air. So Lewis Steele has been speaking about him and his future, and he said, not necessarily, but it's fair to say Konate's future hangs in the balance at the time of writing. It was November when Richard Hughes first opened talks with Konate's representatives, and 10 months on, we're still no closer to a resolution. Now, one thing I would add in before I finish this is when Cody Gakpo was being interviewed, he spoke about the fact that his contract negotiation took around a year before they signed off on the deal. Not saying it plays in either way here, but it just gives you an idea of the time frame. Confidential understands Liverpool remain in talks with Konate's camp and want to wrap up a deal to ensure a position of strength in the future. But there's nothing more to say than that. It is not signed yet, and there's been no definite indication either way on the direction of travel. But it is a worry for Liverpool, especially with the long-running Saga contract last year, which I agree on. Take you back to what I said earlier on. Data shows that Liverpool's academy products accounted for 18% of total Premier League minutes played under Arne Slot in last season's title triumph. This written by James Pearce. a higher percentage than any other top flight club, with Manchester United second with 16.3% and Chelsea third with 14.5%. So, what is the real value of Florian Wirtz? Well, we know what Liverpool paid, about €116 million. The CIES Football Observatory, they've been keeping track of Florian Wirtz since he came to Merseyside, and they've updated his estimate transfer value as of yesterday. This piece, full credit to the Echo for it. They believe the 22-year-old is worth somewhere between €162 million and €189 million, which is £140 million to £163 million. So it already looks like Liverpool have done good business here at 116 million. Bayern and others kind of scoffed at that amount, but his valuation will only grow as he plays with the Reds, achieves more things, and becomes a better player under the tutelage of Arne. This is some rise in just a matter of months, the Echo write, and proof that a world-renowned database gem Liverpool have on their hands. Speaking about Liverpool, as this is a Liverpool channel, let's talk about another blue chip company that Liverpool have brought on as a commercial partner. This piece from Dave Powell, who is the Echo's football finance writer, said Liverpool have added another blue chip company to their commercial partners list as the club targets record-breaking levels. Household appliance firm Hire has inked a multi-year deal to become an official global partner. The partnership is also a nod to the past, with Hire founded in 1981, the parent company of appliance brand Candy, which served as the main front of shirt sponsor for the Reds between 1988 and 1992, across a period when the club had its kits made by Adidas, now back as a kit manufacturer. So, tonight wasn't a great night for Florian Wirtz with Germany, who were beaten, I believe. But Florian Wirtz created the most chances in that game with 4 in Germany's match against Slovakia. As I said, it wasn't great from a results perspective, but still good to see that he was the standout performer there for Germany, even though they didn't get the win. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is where we're at for now. Again, though, we do appreciate all of your support. We ran a poll tonight on the channel, so I'd love to know your thoughts on this in the comments. We asked, what was the bigger wow signing? Was it Alexander Isak or Florian Wirtz? 55% of those that voted said that they believe that Alexander Isak was the bigger wow signing. But I want to know in the comment section, do you agree with that? Would you say it was Wirtz? Would you say it was Isak? For me, I'd go with Florian Wirtz because that was the one that showed me that, one, we were able to attract the top players, pay the top money, and also make opposition fans' blood boil, because that was the one that set the summer off for me. So I'm going to say my biggest wow signing was Florian Wirtz, but maybe you disagree. Let me know in the comments. So, as I mentioned, I will have one video out over the next few days. I'll be grading Liverpool's summer transfer business, but this is it for me until Monday, ladies and gents. We'll see you back on Monday for the late night agenda. Have yourself a wonderful weekend, and again, thank you so much for your continued support. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.